Hello. I haven't actually done this format in ages. This is where I did like all of my first videos. It was from my salon. So, welcome back to my salon. And if you weren't watching me then, which you more than likely weren't, because I think I had 60 followers, welcome to my salon. I am actually a hairdresser. I know you can't always tell that because sometimes my hair looks disgraceful, but that's because when you do other people's hair all day long, sometimes you don't really want to do your own. Anyway, Manda Louise, a YouTuber that I have been watching literally since I came on YouTube, tagged me in this small YouTuber tag. So she's asked like, I think it's 7 questions. I've never done one of these before, so this is quite nice. I feel like a real YouTuber answering these kind of questions. Now, unfortunately, I won't be able to do anything fancy like put the questions up on the screen. I'll try to do it, but my ability with these kind of things is so minuscule. Like, I work with a phone and an iPad. That is all I have, and I just try to make do with that. I would like to have a Mac someday. Maybe I will. It's unlikely, but possibly. So, the first one is what inspired me to make YouTube videos. So, just being the typical high-carb vegan, honestly, durian rider, I suppose, like, it wasn't even that. It was, to me, YouTube was like this big conversation that was happening. Everyone was like discussing veganism, and I really just like, I wanted a voice in that. And I felt that way for quite a while, and then I reached out to Pal Simeon once and like asked him a few questions about weight loss, and he kind of gave me a hard time and like embarrassed me a little bit, and basically said like, you know, start up a YouTube channel and get a bike and shut the fuck up about weight loss and don't be asking me stupid questions. So that's what I did, set up a YouTube channel, and here I am. So I appreciate him for that. That was pretty cool of him. Sometimes you need to kick up the bottom. So yeah, it was just, I felt like there was this big conversation happening on YouTube, and I really did want a voice in all of that. I was just a little bit embarrassed about doing it, and like I said, I'm not good when it comes to like this kind of technical stuff. So that was a bit scary for me, but now that I'm actually doing it, I really enjoy it. Like, I would like to get a bit more into the whole editing thing because I think that it's something that I would actually enjoy. So, okay, I'm making this really long. I'll speed it up a little bit. Okay, how long have you been on YouTube? I've been on YouTube. I came on YouTube in July, I think. July of last year, so not very long. And where do I see myself in my YouTube channel in 5 years? In 5 years, I will still be here because, well, like, that's what I'm assuming. I'll still be here in my salon. I'm moving into a house just, like, right near where I work. At the moment, I, like, live where I work, which is a blessing and a disaster all in one. So, I imagine I'll be here. My YouTube channel, no idea. I suppose it'll age with me, you know. I like to think that Dan and I will have kids in 5 years, whether they're my kids or adopted, that I don't know, but this is my life here. I love it here. I'm very, very happy. Every single day, I'm happy every day, more or less anyway, you know, but I like my life here. I don't see it. It's just going to develop. And my YouTube channel is just going to follow me a little bit, I guess. Follow my thoughts, follow my life. So, what message are you trying to get with your videos? I suppose, I mean, obviously it's like veganism and thinking for yourself, I think, a little bit. Realizing that, you know, I'm not saying like break away from the system and like rebel against the system, but understand that, you know, you don't have to be 100% in the system if you don't want to be. You know, I live a very simple, lovely life here, and I'm very happy. And I'm not saying that anyone has to live the kind of life that I have, because, you know, this is the kind of life for everyone. But I suppose, I don't know. I mean, whenever I hear someone, the last 2 times I've heard people describe my channel, it's always been like that I'm like very raw and very open and honest and things like that. And I suppose That's what happens when you don't have any fucking editing skills. You just get this. You just get the person. I don't know what else to say to that. I take it as a compliment, you know. I think it's a nice way of being described. It's not just like, so this bitch puts out really shit quality videos. Like, you made a kind of almost a negative thing sound like a good thing. She's got raw videos, raw. Like, thank you. I really appreciate that. Okay, what's the next one? Like, I don't even have a phone like normal people. Like, normal people are looking at their phone. I've written this down with a pencil. Yeah. Old school, lads. Pencil and paper. It's actually not as economical though, is it? Pencil and paper. Okay. People from, do people from school know about your channel? But I just changed that to, do people from real life know about my channel? Because I'm certainly not in school anymore. The only people that I think know about my channel are the people that I've kind of told, really. Plus another friend, a couple of friends of mine who I'm not sure how they found out. It was through Facebook, but I'm not exactly sure how they found out, but it was through Facebook in some way. So no, a lot of people don't know about my channel, and sometimes I actually feel like I went from having this big secret of bulimia and nobody knew about that, and then opening up about that, and just like, you know, because I put up this post on Facebook New Year's Eve, and it was like pretty much telling everyone like, look, I was bulimic, la la la. I just felt like I needed to like just put it out there. And in some ways I feel like bulimia went from being my big secret, and now having YouTube is like my secret. It's kind of, because sometimes I do discuss things, like I feel like there's certain things that I say in my YouTube video that if a certain individual watched the video, they'd know full well I was talking about them. And I don't know how I feel about that, because I'm not sure I'd say some of the things in my videos to somebody's face. I don't know. I mean, the whole point of my videos was, in some ways, it was my way of venting. It was my way of like, you know, talking to a camera and getting my thoughts out. And I have found it beneficial in that. I find it easier now to say my thoughts and say how I really feel in real life, because I've, you know, done it so many times to a camera on my own. So no, people in my day-to-day life don't really know about my YouTube channel. And in some ways, I guess it is kind of like, I don't know if I want people to know, but is that dodgy? Am I playing with fire? Possibly. I don't know. What does my username mean? My username is Catherine Shanahan, which is Manda Louise, and so did Vegan Feels. You both pronounced my name really well, which is quite surprising, because a lot of people can't pronounce my name really well. Shanahan. So, Shanahan, that's my maiden name. I'm no longer Shanahan. I'm Catherine Robinson. And I don't know, Shanahan's kind of like, I feel like Catherine Robinson, it's like my married name. I'm like, have to be almost like more serious and more, you know, a grown-up married woman. Whereas Shanahan, like, you know, when I was Catherine Shanahan, I was a fucking messer. I was 18, 19, bit of a lunatic, you know, did really stupid things. And I kind of like that about my name being Shanahan. You know, I like, because I haven't really held on to Shanahan, and in some ways I kind of regret that. And YouTube has actually let me hang on to my Shanahan name, which is kind of cool. So I've kind of taken back, I don't know why I was like so adamant when I got married to like get rid of the Shanahan name. I think because living here in Portugal, Portuguese people found it really difficult to pronounce. Like they're like Shanahan, they just couldn't pronounce it. So when it was like Robinson, they found it a lot easier, and I think I just liked the Catarina Robinson. Whereas like Catherine Shanahan, it's just so Irish. But living away from home makes you embrace your Irishness a little bit more. Final questions. My favorite small YouTuber. I'm obviously not going to pick one, because like life is not about picking one. Life is about having a bit of everything. So my favorite small YouTubers, I will again try to put links in the description below for all these people, but it's very unlikely that I'm going to be able to do it. I'll make an attempt. Come in.